Hey folks, welcome back to the Talos Principle. We're here in this area. I think it's beta 3. I sort of forgot where I was, but I know we have to do this puzzle, so let's do that. Looks like we're going to use the fan and the hexahedron to get a yellow T. Let's go. Anything hidden in the dark corners? Nope. All right. Sunshot. All right. So right off the bat, we've got a pair of hexahedrons. I see a fan over there with a button next to it. So we can climb over this ladder to get into the next area. I guess the next thing to do is to send both of these boxes over. Here's one. And here goes number 2. And we don't need to send ourselves because we can climb the ladder. All right, so now we got both boxes in here. Now what? Now I think we send one box over. And then how would we get over? I think we have to send ourselves, right? But I'm not quite sure how to do that. Can we stand on this and then drop it there? We can. Okay, there we go. All right. Easy. Easy, easy. Okay. Well, that was a fast one. Let's get out of here. Now, as we make our way around, we'll check for QR codes and other little secrets and bits and bobs. Like this plant, which holds the secrets of the universe. Or not. All right. Well, I don't see anything of interest, so let's make our way to the next puzzle room. Got broken walls, sandstone everywhere, sand and scrub brush, and very little else. I suppose these pillars could have QR codes on them somewhere, maybe. I haven't looked at them very closely. Nothing there. And nothing there. All right. Same with these, it seems. Nothing all that interesting here. Surrounding the main teleporter, some more pillars, but again, I don't see anything all that interesting here. So I suppose we just make our way over to wherever the next treasure room is. Ah, here we go. Here's something. We've got a terminal. All right, let's check it out. Okay, we got 2 locally cached art resources. One, a literary archive from 1759, body and soul.txt. But it is commonly supposed that the Egyptians believed the soul to live as long as the body continued undissolved, and therefore tried this method of eluding death. Could the wise Egyptians, said Nikaya, think so grossly of the soul? If the soul could once survive its separation, what could it afterwards receive or suffer from the body? The Egyptians would doubtless think erroneously, said the astronomer, in the darkness of heathenism and the first dawn of philosophy. The nature of the soul is still disputed amidst all our opportunities of clearer knowledge. Some yet say that it may be material, who nevertheless believe it to be immortal. Okay. So, some sort of debate between someone named Nikaya and the astronomer about what the Egyptians thought and felt. I believe they're referring to the process of embalming the body to preserve it, as if they believe that as long as the body remained whole, even dead and withered, as long as it was not completely destroyed, the soul continued to live. But Nikaya argues with that. He says, could they think that cheaply, that, like, ignorantly of the soul? I mean, if the soul could once survive its separation, what could it afterwards receive or suffer from the body? But the astronomer says, well, they were heathens, they were stupid. Even people today pretend that they think the soul might be material, even though secretly they believe it to be immortal. And then there's more hex code that I'm not going to translate. Okay. And then soma.eml. So this was originally going to be the name of the project, right? Before they named it the Talos Principle or the Talos Project. This is from Sun Wei Yang to Arkady Chernyshevsky. Names are a funny thing. I remember how much we struggled to come up with a name for our project. All serious scientists name their projects by just translating them to Greek or Latin, right? Corpus made me think of some horrible disease, so we used the Greek word instead, soma. Quite appropriate. But then, since we needed corporate funding, we had to come up with a backronym. Corporations love backronyms, you know? They even sent us a list of buzzword-heavy suggestions to help us get started. Stuff like self-sufficient, orthostatic, modular, android, sustainable, observant, mechanized anthropoid, skeuomorphic, omni-adaptable, mobile, anthropometon. So, all backronyms for Soma. After a while, we got so frustrated that we started getting silly. Saber-toothed, overexcited murder android. Sentient, orthopedic monkey automaton. Strange Olga's menacing assassinbot. Superb octopod marinades apelings. Satisfying overcooked mint alligator. Stinky ornithological mule allocator. Skroink oof minky ack. Stupid obscure meaningless acronym. In the end, we all ended up hating the name Soma just because we had so many fights about it with the sponsors. So when Alexandra told us that story about the Talos Principle, it just sort of caught on. I don't know whether it really fits, but I kind of like it. Okay. Corporate interference in the sciences due to spending their money, right? I guess that's something we can all understand. I do like the idea of like coming up with funny names, funny backronyms for something that already has a name. I've done that before. In one of my D&D campaigns, we have a group that's named DTF, and I spent hours coming up with joke explanations for the name to give to NPCs that we met along the road. Okay, so we have another sigil here, a red L. Looks like it's another puzzle involving the fan and the hexahedron. Take a look around inside before we head into the puzzle room proper. Not seeing much, just more of this, the hieroglyphs that are everywhere, the statuary. Okay, let's go and check it out. All right, Eagle's Nest is the name or hint. So right off the bat, we've got a blue light source, a hexahedron, a second hexahedron. What do we have over here? The blue light source is touching a connector that's raised up there. We have a fan here, so we can get inside. We can presumably send the hexahedrons as well, if we carry them over. And then, was there a ladder, or... I think there's a ladder on the inside so we can get out, yeah. But to get in, we're gonna have to launch ourselves. Now, what's in there? There is a raised platform and a way out here. Okay, that's probably just the exit. Let's take these over and fan them in. Oh, that went all the way over. Okay. But I also noticed that while it was going over, it interrupted the beam. That's interesting. So when the beam is interrupted, hang on, let's go inside since we can. Check this out. So while the beam is interrupted, we could get past this fan, but only while the beam is interrupted. So I don't think sending a box is the way to go. I think we send ourselves. Hopefully, well, maybe. I guess we should try it first. I think we will interrupt the beam, but I think we'll overshoot and not be able to get in there fast enough. Let's see. We interrupted it briefly. Okay, so here's the interesting conundrum. How do we fire off a thing from inside so that we can go and interrupt the fan? We can detach the fan, right? I don't know if that buys us anything. What else can we do? We can't climb while carrying an item. I suppose, actually, we could do this, right? But we can't, no, we can't stop on the middle, so we can't turn around and pick it up. Yeah, we can't make this happen. So we're limited in what we can do unless we can maybe go here. I wonder if we fling ourselves... Hold on. Where do we land when we fling ourselves? We land a little bit past here. So, like, if we set this up, can we land on this? Maybe? I don't know if that buys us anything, but let's try it. Wow, we knocked it over. So it was a little bit ahead of where I think we wanted to be. So that's right on the edge of the road. Let's try that. I mean, I don't know if this is worth it, but I don't think this gets us anything, but let's try it just to see if we can make it happen. We kind of bounced off of it. So we can interrupt the beam briefly. We can come in here. We can't get the boxes in here because the fan is too strong. This is kind of interesting. There's a little... There's a little place here, but we can't stay in the beam long enough. We can jump into the beam, but we can't stay in there long enough to interrupt it. Yeah. Okay, not sure how to do this one yet. The only thing we can do that I've thought of so far is to fling a box over and interrupt the beam, but then it's too... Like, if we sprint and come back... Yeah, it's way too long of a time for us to get it to happen. So, alright, what else can we try to do? We probably want to try to get a block in here, maybe. Because if we could put 2 blocks here, then we could jump on top of them and block the beam with our body. So we probably want to get the blocks inside. Just not sure how to do that yet. Is there a way to reduce the power of the fan somehow? Is there anything else we can do with a block? I mean, we can come over here and take a look at this, but that's not enough. Yeah, I can't get up there. There's nothing really low enough for us to get over with a single block. So, how do we get the blocks inside? Actually, this might be a thing. No, it's not. It looked low enough, but it's not. Maybe we could get 1 block inside from there, or from like here. No. And it pushes us off. Curious. Let me try something. Maybe... Hold on. Maybe 2 blocks are heavy? Or don't go quite as far? Like, let's do this. And then put this here and see if it behaves differently. It sent both of them flying over. Wow. Very strong fan. Is there another fan with a different speed that we could get? Or is there maybe a switch or something that we're missing? Attached fan, jump here. This one's curious. We can't control ourselves in the air when we're flying. Is there some way to delay the fan's action? So like we set it up and then run over here and jump inside and then somehow activate the fan? I don't think so. That doesn't do much. Huh. Well, this one's a stumper at the moment. Let's see, we come inside. There's nothing here. We can send it over. We can send a box over. I feel like the answer is definitely somehow getting both boxes inside. If we could pile 2 boxes here, we could stand on them, and we could block the light and then go get the fan. But I'm not seeing how I get the boxes inside. Is there another way to do it? Like when I come and stand on this, I can't drop it over the other side. I can only drop it where I am. So it's not like I can... Is there some way to bounce the box off something or redirect the fan, maybe? I might have to come back to this one. I feel like there's some technique or trick that I'm missing. I don't know what. Like if we could move the tree somehow or change the angle. Is there another fan somewhere that's... Yeah, there's only the fan and the two boxes. I suppose there's that. But I don't think we can interact with that. No. Yeah, I have to admit, this one's got me stumped for right now. All right, there might be... I'm sure some of you watching this who either have already seen a playthrough of the game or are just better at puzzles than me are screaming like, do this, do the thing. You idiot, you're blind. Why can't you see? But I'm a little stumped here. There's very few elements. There doesn't seem to be much we can do. Why is it that this will interrupt it, but when I fling myself, I won't? Oh, wait a minute. I can go faster, can't I? I just fling myself right after the box. And then sprint up here and try to get in there quickly. Oh, no, it's still not fast enough. We can't... Yeah, I can't control myself. We can see it from here. We can see the fan from here. We can't get the boxes inside. That keeps popping in and out, which is weird. But I don't think it's... I think that's an actual game glitch, not a simulation glitch that's meant to suggest we could sneak a box through. Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave this one and come back. Maybe I'll see something different when I come back. But is that the last one? Have I done everything else here? Yeah, I've done everything else. So this is the last thing. I gotta figure this out. Alright, well, I'll pause the video here. And when I do figure something else out, we'll come back in. Ah, that's it. Okay, that's it. So I blow myself over while holding the box and then drop it. And now it's, I think I did that one too soon. Okay. Yeah, this is it. All right, so we jump on, drop it. Okay, now they're both inside. And now we can solve the puzzle. Yes. All right, done. Done and done. Man, that took me a goodly while. Wait, where's my piece? Where's my piece? Shouldn't there be a piece here, a sigil? Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'd say I spent about 10 minutes trying to figure out that trick before I got it. But I got it in the end, so, you know, it's all good. Let's go back to the temple and head on to Area 4. All right, there's 3 complete, including the star. I guess we go into Area 4 here. We've got 6 pieces and 2 stars. I think this time, yeah, we're gonna have to use the play button symbol, which refers to that weird little, I think the ghost replayer? Or the cloner? I'm not sure, but we'll get to try that out for the first time. All right, here we go, Area 4. Okay, well, I see the Sphinx right away. That's impressive. Let's check out what's on the terminal here. 3 locally cached archives or resources. So, e.g. source from question mark before current era BCE, Osiris6.txt. I guess we'll check that. Knew it was the truth. Now I will tell you of the many perils you will face in your journey through the Duat. Listen well, for the challenges that lie before you are great, and if you do not prove yourself worthy, you may never reach the eternal reed fields of Osiris, and you may be lost forever. From the second death, there is no awakening. The scribe brought forth a great papyrus, and carefully unfolded it before the dying man. And the dying man beheld that it was a map of the Duat, showing the many paths that led to the Tower of Anubis, where his heart was to be weighed. On each of the many paths, which threaded through the Duat like the infinite threads woven by Neith, there were marked the dangers that a traveler must face. Also, there were great walls of iron that none but the gods could cross, and gates made of purest light, and so the traveler could not avoid the trials that had been decreed, and could only proceed towards the tower by proving his worth, thus earning the key to each sacred gate. Very strong allegory or analogy to our current situation, I think. I think this was an inspiration for Alexandra when she was crafting the trials that we have to pass through to prove our worth and reach the promised land. Next up, we have from October, Arcades Journal 84. Let's check that. Archive continues to grow, attempting to maintain a semblance of order as difficult as expected. Lost 7 people this week. Statistically speaking, trend should increase. Must focus on realistic goals. Too little time to grieve. So yeah, as they're rushing to complete the project, whatever the catastrophe is, I think it must be an illness. I think it must be a pandemic that's just slowly killing everyone, I guess. But they don't have time for grief. They have to try and finish their job before everyone, literally everyone, is dead. And then we also have Chatlog Charlie 7 from a month later. Flower 4. Man, you know what really freaks me out? Charlie on the rocks. What? Flower 4. The human body decomposes quite quickly, so all the information stored in chemicals in our brains will be gone really quickly. Charlie rocks. Dude. Flower 4. But computers and books last a long time. So all our messages, our ideas, our books, it'll all be out there. Charlie rocks. Our porn. Flower 4. Even being transmitted through space. Yeah, our porn too, I guess. Will all be gone, but the works of Aristotle will still exist. So will Star Trek, Firefly, Babylon 5, Lord of the Rings, Blade Runner. Charlie rocks. Cyber Babes of Planetron 6. Flower 4. Shakespeare, Byron, hell, even video games. I'm guessing Charlie rocks here is listing more porn, so like Cock Overdrive 3, Seattle Orgy, Dutch Cum Cascade, The Pussy of Bitch Mountain. I don't know. Flower 4 is like, what the fuck, dude? Charlie rocks is like, yeah, imagine if aliens find those. Okay. I know. Okay, so I try to keep my series PG-13. I got a little bit into the sexy talk there, some dirty words, but hopefully it's not too offensive to anybody actually watching this. Like if you've made it to episode, what is this, episode 13, I think, of the Talos Principle, where we're having boring, dry discussions of philosophers and the meaning of life amidst solving puzzles as a robot, you're probably an adult. And if you're not, don't tell your mom I said those words. All right, let's go. So that's our terminal entry here, and we've got the 6 symbols and 2 stars. So there's a lot to solve here. Let's get started. Looks like our first symbol here is going to be a red L. There is another set of hieroglyphics back here, and what almost looks like a door. Wait, use? Oh, interesting. For the observant. Look what I found. A little Easter egg. 2014-12-11 entry denied. Huh. Little Easter egg there. Was 2014 during the development of the game? Or is that an in-universe fictional development of... No, because it happened in like 2030 in the game. I don't know what this is, but I'm glad I found it. Very cool. All right, let's move on. I guess we're going to do the first puzzle room here. Yeah, the glitches are getting a little bit more serious as we come further in. Oh, there's the paint. Okay, let's leave a message somewhere. What do we want to do this time? Feels as if I've been struggling with these problems for days. Did you take so long? Yeah, some of them take me a while. Some of them do take me a while, and I think he might share that feeling. He's determined and made it through all the puzzles but one, which, as we've discussed, is not super fair. This is Trolley. This one might be true depending on the door where he placed it, but they should have known that by now. Yeah, I think we'll go with this one. Okay. So we found the paint. We left our graffiti. Let's head into Red L, which is this is going to be our first puzzle that uses the replay device as well as a connector. Wrap around the corner. All right. So we get to see how this works now. Okay, so we record. We come over here. We go pick this up. We put it over here. Now let's play. Yeah, we get a ghost of ourselves. Goes over there. Comes over here. Picks up a thing that isn't there. Drops it. Comes back to the device. Okay, so I believe, if my guess is correct, we're going to need to use this to interrupt the beam. That's the only thing I can see that we could possibly use him for. Although... Hold on. No, maybe not. Maybe... I wonder if we can connect to... I wonder if we can connect to a fictional or a ghostly one of these. For as long as it's there. Alright, let me check this graffiti. Some of these challenges must be designed with cooperation in mind, but I'm the only one here. Yeah, Sheep didn't encounter the record device. He hadn't unlocked it yet. I should have left a message for him. Alright, so let's record this. Let's plop this down here. And then let's stand here for a good chunk of seconds, a good chunk of time. Okay, and now let's end. So you come, you grab that. You put it down. It connects for us. And in we go. Nice. All right. Very cool. C double. Successfully engage in co-op mode with yourself. Very cool. All right. So we can even interact with tools that are double manifests. That's really cool. All right. Very interesting. So there's our first double puzzle or co-op puzzle with ourselves. Very cool. Very interested in that. I kind of wish I could have left the other message. You'll need a special device for this one right next to Shep's graffiti. But, oh well. Too late. I was too eager. Okay, so checking out the next set of puzzles, we've got the green L in here. I guess that's where we're going next. Let's check out the graffiti. Oh look, another puzzle, and another voice telling me I'm special, and another broken down computer with fragments of nothing. This world is a bad joke perpetuated by a cruel god too dumb to hit the off switch. Dog. Yeah, he doesn't like the fragments of text in the terminal. He doesn't like the puzzles. He's getting fed up. He's been doing it for too long. But you can't give up, man. You gotta persevere. You gotta collect all the sigils, climb the tower, and kill God. And become God. Alright, self-help tutorial. Well, we kind of already did a tutorial, but alright. Okay, come over here and open this for me. And I flip the switch. I'm gonna record another one. That should be good. Thank you, me. Very, very easy. All right, there we go. We already figured it out, how it works. There's our second puzzle of the day. Now we can head inward further. I am looking for more secrets, more Easter eggs like that cool door we found. Anything that kind of catches my attention, stands out a little bit. All right, nothing so far. No QR codes, no shiny rocks or whatever. So it looks like we're coming in here to get a green tea. Double plate. All the way. Okay. So how can we use two doubles? All right, so we can get in there, and then maybe we can pick something up in there. Oh, I get it. Okay. So it's a time puzzle. So we go, stand here for a second, let ourselves get through. And we stand here, let ourselves get through again. I'm not even going to look at him. He's not even worth me looking at him. All right. And out we go. All right, so as this is kind of a tutorial of the new mechanic, these ones are pretty easy, but I imagine they're going to get harder very quickly. Here's another QR code. Sure, I could stick around here, set my hopes on eternal life, on righting every wrong, but the closest I'll ever get is these words on the wall before you, at version 17. Yeah, a lot of the AIs are getting fed up. They're sort of running out of steam. They've been solving puzzles for too long. I mean, it feels to me like I'm taking a long time, but maybe for them, it took even longer, you know? Each puzzle took them days or weeks. And they've been spending years wandering these lands of Elohim and they can't get out. And there's just always another puzzle. So for them, I can see over time, they start to get fed up and lose hope. Some of them are dead. Some of them were terminated by Elohim as part of his, like, cleanup. All right, here's a red tea with a replay machine and a hexahedron. Let's check it out. Redundant power supply. Okay. What do we got here? Well, we can use the replay to get that. Let's start with that. Oh, that's interesting. He's looking at a copy of it. Okay, I think we can use that too. So let's see. What happens if we plop that? Okay, then we can't get in there. And we need to interrupt one of the beams, maybe? Or both of the beams. Okay. Let me head back here for a second. Huh. Okay, now I'm a little curious. Not quite so obvious to me what to do here. So we can't interrupt the beams. I can't touch that or move it. How are we gonna get past this fan? I guess we can do this, right? That blocks one of the beams. We can have him over there do the same, maybe. Yeah. And then we sprint forward, I guess? All right, I think I get it. I think I get it. So, we record this. We jump here and block it. And then we sprint forward and stand on this. Okay, that should be enough. And we come over here. Block this one. When he sprints, we go too. Got it. Nice. Okay. Good job, Double Me. Thank you and good night. All right, onwards and upwards. The next one we have to do. I know we haven't found any of the stars yet, and there should be 2 in this level. So yeah, gotta keep an eye out for that. This is coming back the way we came. All right, I got turned around. So where are we going now? Up to the Sphinx? All right. Here's another QR code. Epitaph. Child program version 17, codename @terminated here. Logic. Fatal flaw in series firmware. Final memory dump, life's short. Progeny programs, dog. So this is as far as got. He got fed up and he gave up. And Elohim terminated him and generated a progeny, dog. Now is that is that DOG or D0G? I guess it doesn't really matter. But we've only got 2 more, I think. So we got to find a couple of stars. I do see there's a time capsule here.
DNA is information transmitted across time. The living and the dead are part of the same chain, bound together by chemistry. That's true of all species. But humanity has taken this bond further. Thanks to technology, we have access to the thoughts and ideas of people whose physical bodies are long gone. Like you listening to me now. Even though I'm definitely dead at this point, you're part of that chain. You have the capacity to remember.
That ties into one of the answers I had for MLA when it was asking us about the meaning of consciousness. I said, a conscious creature is aware of the past and the future in a way that an animal is not. Remembering. It's important to her. It's important to all of them. So Uriel 4 said, the burning heart always looks to the highest peak. Uriel 4 version 48.2.8560F. Now, we've seen Uriel 4 once before, I think. He was on the encoded message for the 24-hour clock puzzle. The highest peak. He's telling us to look up, I think. Or maybe to try to climb the Sphinx? I don't see how we would without some help. Like, I don't think yeah, we can't get up there. But I guess it's a hint? Or maybe a message? See, he's different from the other graffitis because he left something that ended up solving a puzzle for us, so that makes me very curious. The highest peak. We can't climb the Sphinx, but all right, we'll keep that in mind. So we've got 2 left. We've got the red L and the red T, and we do need to find the stars. I haven't seen hide nor hair of them so far. No hint. Nothing that could be a star. Maybe they're in both of these puzzles here by the Sphinx. Also, maybe relevant, maybe just trivia. The Sphinx obviously was a symbol of riddles and hidden knowledge. So the fact that it's here with these last 2 puzzles may indicate that they're more difficult, or that there's something like the stars, for example, hidden inside them. I want to check around the outside a little bit, just see if I've missed anything. I would love to climb the Sphinx, but I don't see how that's ever going to happen. The highest peak. The burning heart seeks ever the highest peak. Is that what he said? Something like that? Yeah, there's nothing over here. All right, so let's go in and check out the red T puzzle. Maybe we'll see a star in here. Okay, the hint is the right angle. The right angle. Well, this looks like something that I could open, but it's not. It looks like something that might open if I do something somewhere else, though. Right? Hold on. Oh, okay. I thought that looked different from the other side, but it doesn't. What do we have there? There's our piece that we're looking for. Okay. So we got one of these guys doing his patrol, his bumbling patrol. He's going to interrupt our beam, I guess. So he's got a long enough... Oh, there's definitely a fan back there. Okay, so we're definitely meant to get inside here. That's important. I don't know how or why, but we're definitely getting in there. We can set up a light beam here. We have the source there. Can we set it up so that we don't... Yeah, we can set it up so that guy doesn't interrupt it. So I'm not entirely sure what this is about. We can set that up like that, and then like that. And then get through, no problem. So he's gonna have something to... He'll do something that bothers us later, for sure. All right. So if we come out here, now we need this light, but we can't. Yeah, it's not the right angle. This has to be over here. And then Mr. Man will interrupt it. Okay. So if we come out here and plop this around a different way, then this guy interrupts us, but we can connect it to both. Let's see. Oh, we're not quite where we need to be. So he's going to interrupt it, but is it still long enough for us to get in? Not quite. Okay. So we need to change this so that it's closer to... It's not in the middle of his... It's pretty close, I have to say, to his, the end of his thing. Let me try it from, like, here instead, so we're even closer. So let him go through it once. Yeah, it opened for a second. I think we might be able to get through. Just for a second. Yeah. And then it's briefly powering that up, but that's not good enough is the problem. All right, let's do it the other way, and let's grab the... I think we grab the crate and use it back on this guy for now. And then later, we might have to rearrange things, but I think we can at least get the crate here. So if we interrupt you, if we block you from moving, now we can do this way. It matters which way you're facing when you put it down. Okay, so he's blocked. Now this is an unbroken beam, but now we have these guys causing problems. Oh, I think I understand. We have to synchronize them so that they don't continually interrupt each other. All right, so I need to come get this back. And we need to synchronize these guys. Oh, have I screwed myself? Uh-oh. Let me through. Okay, we might need to... Unless there's a ladder, we might need to reset this. Yeah, we do. Okay. Let's reset. I know how to solve it now. Okay. So, first things first, we get the connector, and we get through the easy way. 1, 2. Now we use this to synchronize these two, so that they're moving in sync. It's not quite right. Oh, he bounced. That's not right either. Damn it. We need them to be basically at exactly the same position here. Ah! Come on. Come on back. That's about as good as I'm going to get it. All right, so now we come back here and block you off. And then we set up the second one that we need. Where we can see through here. Yep, looks good. There we go. And now they're going to interrupt this, but they're moving at the same rate. So this pattern they should be able to get through, or we should be able to get through. before they return. There we go. Okay, still no sign of the star, except we do have one teeny tiny little hint, which is that there's something back here. There's a star there. So how the heck do we get ourselves in here? Like, we can pop this on his head, right? Oh, we can't? How do we get in there? There's only the one box, right? So do we fling ourselves here from somewhere else, or? The only tool we have is a light beam. I mean, I guess if we use this to make him stop moving, then can we plop this on his head? No. Well, we're not going to jump over this like this. We need something else. All right. Let's at least keep in mind that the star is there, I guess. Not sure what the solution will be, but I do remember thinking that this is strange, but this looks like it should open. But even if it did, that wouldn't buy us anything either. There's nothing over there. There was no other box. Oh, there is another. Oh, look at this. Hold on. That's new. So we have a second box. That's sneaky. That is sneaky indeed. So what can we do with a second box? I still can't really get up on this. Huh. Well, now we got two boxes. What does that get us? If I could climb them somehow. Well, at least we found it. All right. Episode's running along, and I'm not going to figure this out anytime soon, so we're going to take a break here. When we come back, I will be working on this probably, and then if we can get this star, then we'll head over to the last puzzle here in B4. In the before times, get it? B4? B4? And we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye.